this big stage. Welcome to Bloomington, Indiana, and Memorial Stadium, home field of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Syracuse Orange, taking on last year's national champions, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Syracuse will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling him to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
To the air, it's Poe. Receiver makes the catch. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They're going to run it here. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup. This is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football, an early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got to...
It's caught inside the 30, still on his feet. It's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score.
You got to be careful of creating one-on-one opportunities against this offense. You start to get your safeties down a little bit close to the line of scrimmage, you're going to create one-on-one chances, and this quarterback is good enough to make you pay for it.
Quick throw. It's an RPO caught on the left side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback delivers quickly. A receiver on the screen. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback making some changes at the line. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
Chris, what a statement here early in the game. By going for it on 4th down, it pays off. They decide to be aggressive. They come up with a touchdown. Can't wait to see how this impacts the game after that score.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
It's a deep shot right down the middle. The ball is picked off. Breaks loose at the 40. He could go. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender when he throws the interception.
Here comes a handoff. Quick juke. Picks up the first, looking for more. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
He's a 1st and 10 play. Give it to the back again. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Play fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. What a catch! Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be 1st down and goal.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The Hoosiers looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. First play of the drive, he looks left for completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
He makes the grab. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. 1st down to the 32.
Nice play-action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if a quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, he'll pick up some big yards.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Graves. Looking downfield near the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short on the +27. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Locates the tight end. It's complete. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
And I love that big target on 3rd down. He's got great athletic ability, but it's his size that creates such a matchup advantage. When you get to 3rd down, just put it up in the air and let him come down with it.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
really tough to run a good counter play when the linebackers aren't fooled at all. This time they get down in a hurry into the line of scrimmage to make that play.
Looking to pass here on second down. Pressure is coming. And the stop made just short of the goal line. They'll put it at the 2.
Well, I always want to see quarterbacks try to pick up some additional yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have got to stay in the game and stay on the field. He's got to be careful out there.
On third and goal, they'll try to run it in. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there.
Well, the running back here just seems so focused on trying to locate where he needs to go that he lost focus of holding on to that football. He's very fortunate one of his own guys is able to recover it.
And he goes down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yardage on that pass play.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Well, there's the stiff arm. First down, looking for more now. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
Watching this guy run makes me think of a famous old coach once said, any player on my team, I want him to be agile, mobile, and definitely hostile.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. So, Kirk, Indiana has the lead here. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And it's a direct snap. He's keeping it. The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time. Just a few on the play.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Split backfield here. To throw, it's Poe. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking to scramble. And he'll finally let it fly deep to the right. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
He had the extra point, and the lead now 21-zip. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and booted away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. The quarterback's got it on the option. Pitches to the back. And the run moves the ball up to the 33. Syracuse lines up quickly.
Good job by the defense forcing this pitch to get the ball out of the quarterback's hands. The problem is they gave up some positive yards there, but at least they brought him down.
Pass not complete. Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 2. Looking downfield, it's Graves. Grab near the sticks, it's Davis. They've got him, but not before making 1st down yards. They'll move the ball to the 41.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And this one is caught. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? Caught quickly. And they get the 3rd down conversion. Football moves now to the 45. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He fires downfield. He's got it with room to run. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. Syracuse getting set now with a 1st and 10.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a 1st down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
He escapes the pocket. Looking to scramble now. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Caught by the receiver. Enough to convert on 3rd there. So 1st down from the 12 now. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And here's the handoff. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. Let's see if this score, Kirk, can breathe a little bit of life into this team.
Now, I know it's only 1 touchdown, but it could go a long way in changing just the tone of this game, especially once we get into the 2nd half.
Point after, up and good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. It's been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Handoff from the shotgun. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So a very makeable 3rd down for the offense with a 29. Can he make it to the marker? Brought down, but he's past the line to gain.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
First down here for this offense. Movement here from the tight end. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run up the middle. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defense coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
We reached the 2-minute timeout of what's been a lopsided game so far. Let's see if the offense can stretch the lead more before halftime. Now it's second down here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Scanning the field. It's Poe. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He cannot escape. It's a sack. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. And the Hoosiers will line up to kick it away. That's just the first punt for this offense tonight. And he lets it land, and it'll just bounce out of bounds. First and 10, looking to throw. On the move now. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. First down, looking to throw the football. And he finds his tight end for the catch. And the gain just good enough for a first down. Syracuse lines up quickly. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Finally heaves it deep down the middle. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into the double coverage that time. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
We're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. A deep shot to the left side. And he's got it down there inside the 35. He's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Dropping back, it's Poe, who makes the grab. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. One more play before they head to the locker room. Handoff to the back. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. And a Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And they add to their lead. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Hoosiers will kick this away to begin the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. After falling way behind in the first half, they need to find a spark right now to cut into this big lead. He's got the first down and still motoring. They make the tackle, but that's a great pickup on the ground. Syracuse lines up quickly.
Boy, is this tough to deal with for this defense. Not only do you give up a big gain, but look at this. They're already at the line of scrimmage, about to snap the ball again.
They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Looks like Syracuse will have the first down. How aggressive will they be on this first down play?
That's going to be enough for the first down, and just as you'd expect, here comes that up-tempo approach by this offense. The defense is aware that this is something they do. Let's see how well they defend it.
Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second manageable here for this offense.
And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down. You see more positive yards after the catch here.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Back to pass. It's Graves. Bringing pressure. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Moves out of the pocket. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal.
This is where playing defense can be so frustrating. You have everything covered, yet he's able to pull it down and get past the marker to pick up the first down.
You snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he's got it! Touchdown, Orange!
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. So some of that first half lead is gone. This game has gotten tighter with some urgency now in this possession. Looking to run it. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. decides to keep it here. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27.
42 Spiders. 4-2 Spiders.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to pass. It's Poe. And the completion made. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Check this out. The offense still on the field going for it inside their own 30. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Looking to scramble. That's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
He bought some time, now lets it go. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Chris, how about this? I mean, there's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket and away from the pressure and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards in that 1st down.
They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the mark. Syracuse lines up quickly. Same tailback, another carry. Touchdown, Syracuse. The comeback is on.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
They're setting out to try the PAT. PAT is good. They draw within 3, 24-21. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackle made at the 37. It's a solid gain.
Just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. To throw, it's Poe. Looks to his left and makes the completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Completion makes it 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, will hand it off. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
On the set.
And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Leading here in the 4th quarter, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to stretch the lead and keep possession. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Now, he didn't make it. He's going to be tackled short of the marker. A huge stop by this defense on 4th down. They get the football back here in this tight game. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Sticking with the running game. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Hawk over the middle. It's Davis. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Looking downfield, it's Graves. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 and a first down.
Boy, what a great job here by the quarterback, working through his progressions and staying patient. He didn't panic. He didn't get out of there. He knew that his back, if he could get the ball in his hands, had a chance to pick up the first down. That's exactly what he was able to do.
Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Big throw caught on the left side. Now here he has a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Orange. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. And what I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And here's that wrinkle. The Wildcat formation, an extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. On the option. Ball headed to the running back. He breaks free. They get him down, but not before an explosive run play on this Wildcat look. It's a first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
One man in the backfield, and he'll kick the football.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
He escapes the pocket. Fires it on the move. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a first down. And the Hoosiers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Jukes, the defender, gets brought down after a solid game.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
There's the handoff. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And in first down, right back to the running game. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. That's a nice play. It'll set them up first down now at the 12.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Poe. Looking to the end zone, looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
Well, what an unbelievable job by this offense, Chris. They put themselves in a position to put a touchdown on the board. They take the lead, and now we'll see if their own defense can hold on to that lead in these last couple minutes of the game.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on 1st down. He's got a man down the middle. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. On the move now. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Working for the tight end, and it's caught. They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. Scanning the field, it's Graves. And the ball is hauled in.
The back catches it on this play. To me, he almost looks like a wide receiver on the design. A little toe tap at the end. He's definitely been practicing that technique during practice.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a 1st down.
Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. And it's the defense who stops the clock now with 17 seconds remaining. The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. It's Graves. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go. They take the lead. What an amazing comeback by this team and this offense. Now it comes down to, can their defense hold the lead with under a minute to go?
DT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. So after taking the lead here very late, they'll kick it off and hope the defense can just seal the win. Return begins inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. And the offense takes timeout to stop the clock with just 11 seconds remaining. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. It's a keeper. Oh, and he's going backwards. The Wildcat look did not fool this defense at all. And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. Dropping back, it's Poe. Looking for a late deep shot. Oh, that one's picked off. Well, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring